Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your February reading. It'll be time stamped in the description box below because we're going to do a general, a love, and then a spiritual message to kind of tie it all together. Okay, for February. So, cards. We have Messiah, exaggerating belief that you are the only means through which a cause can succeed. Be careful with that energy. The Metal King, discipline, armor, and boundaries. Talking stick, nature spirits, and spirit of fire. Cancer. Okay. Um, you need to listen to something else other than your opinion. That's exactly what this energy is telling me. So I feel like you've kind of set up these boundaries around yourself to keep yourself safe and to keep yourself kind of like stagnant. The problem is it's not helping you grow as a person. So it's telling me like there's stuff in your environment that's trying to get into your senses and you need to allow it in. This is spiritual messages through people, through events, through situations, um, to spark like a new thought or a new idea to you. Okay? I mean, it's that simple, right? So let's get into your cards. Five of Swords, King of Swords, and the Tower. Oh, Cancer, you are definitely blocking things out. Okay. I feel like you're trying to keep things the same. It's kind of like I don't want to deal with that right now. I don't want to listen to that. I don't want to be privy to what's going on, but you have to be. It's like you're running into the same wall over and over again. Like these hollow victories that don't really get you anywhere. And I feel like when things come at you, you're looking at it like, oh, this person is negative, or this situation is negative, or because it's easier to say that than listen. Okay, yeah, you're doing way too much of that, way too much of it, and it's time to like let that guard down. It's like when the tower comes up, it's up for a reason. It's up to create change of direction or the change in which you're going. But I feel like you're not embracing it. You're not embracing the change. You're not embracing the transition. Um, and it's time to let go of thinking as challenges or people who challenge you as something negative. Okay. Yeah. It's a false sense of security, is what I'm seeing. It's a false sense of security in chaos. It's like there's chaos or imbalance. Like you need to rethink your priorities. You need to rethink things. That's the reason why things are out of balance. That's the reason why things don't seem to be working out. Like it feels like there's always a block, and you're like, well, it's someone else or it's something else. But I feel like you have a hand in it. Not that you want to hear that, but you can definitely change your trajectory by being inspired by something in your environment. Because I feel like you will be. You have the opportunity to be. Yeah, there's an illusion. There's just an illusion that things that conflict with your thought process are bad right now. And there needs to be a transformation in you being so closed off or possessive of your own thoughts or your own things. It's like if you can release, if you can let go, you have an opportunity to really, that energy that you're using to defend yourself, you can use that energy to really succeed and take off. Okay? Ooh. Listen to your intuition, synchronicities, okay? Because I feel like it's a lot of ego that's stopping you from doing that and working with and working with change. If you just let the change in, things will be good. Okay? Because right now, you're like cultivating nothing that has a reward, you know? It's like you're using all of this energy for the wrong things. Ooh, this is a heavy one. I can feel it. Yeah, you're using your control in the wrong way. You're trying to be in control in the wrong way. Like it's like you're being a dictator of your own life. You're trying to protect your kingdom, but it's blocking like good things from coming in. Because you're seeing everything as sort of negative. What's going on? It's really because you don't want to give up the idea that someone knows better than you do. It kind of rocks your sense of perception when you do that. I just want to point out that you have two major arcanas. That's the High Priestess and the Tower, both in reverse, which means intuitively you need to listen or see that there's change happening in your life, but I feel like you're not accepting it. Okay, so let's see what you don't see. Yeah, you're holding off the inevitable. That's what's happening. You're holding off the inevitable. You're holding off awareness that is being presented to you. It's that simple. Okay, good things. Yeah, you have the opportunity to change a really hard life around by just changing your thought process into being more positive or being more open to things. Being more content, enjoying things, being more patient and tranquil. It's like you're choosing war when you should choose peace. Um, it's just important for you to be more lighthearted in February and be open to surprises and different perspectives and imagination and optimism. I mean, this is pretty straightforward, Cancer. Okay? All right, let's get into your love life. Okay, Cancer, let's get into your love energy. So, the first thing we have is mindfulness, peaceful presence, quiet mind, fragmented energy, Archangel Haniel, joy, blessings, intuition, distorted feminine, yeah. Pay attention to the red flags and wedding, okay? The first thing you need to remind yourself is when it comes to love, Cancer, you want to be in a happy, healthy relationship. And in doing that, you have to sort of understand what you're nurturing when you're approaching a relationship. Because you could be nurturing negative qualities or negative situations, which are not going to lead to that happy, positive, loving relationship that you want to be in. So, February is a time for you to really ponder what it is you're nurturing in your relationships, whether and it's not about blaming the other person. It's also about thinking about what you're putting into it, like your efforts or lack thereof, whatever. Because I feel as though you have some good qualities, and then there are some negative ones that you need to cease. Okay. Um, Once you figure all that out, and February is about you figuring that out about yourself, then you can have this healthy, loving type of relationship and connection you want with another that can lead to a happy, fulfilling marriage. Okay? Okay. Cards. King of Cups in reverse, Three of Cups, or Three of Coins, and the Moon. Yes. Again, this is about what it is you're cultivating. What are you bringing into a relationship? What are you creating? So, what are you creating in your relationships? Okay. And I feel like with the Moon card being in reverse, this does dig into a lot of misconceptions that you may have about love. Okay. Or the ones that you're allowing a partner to bring into your life as well. Okay. So it can go either way. With the King of Cups, you really need to evaluate your views on love, because it talks about nurturing and cultivating relationships that are not healthy, whether by your doing or someone else's. Um, it just brings light to finding less destructive ways to love another person. I'm getting that it's like accepting constructive criticism of your situation and not taking it to heart is the best way to approach this energy this month. Yes. So you're trying to create new stable relationships. Some of you may have tried to start one that doesn't have a really good foundation. You're either in one that needs work or you're trying to start one that needs work. I'm getting that from both sides of it. And emotionally, I feel like I'm gonna be honest. Emotionally, I feel like you need to it's like you need to detach to see what's going on, because while you're in it, I feel like you kind of throw up boundaries or throw up defensiveness to protect yourself when you need time to like process. um Yeah, and that's what just keeps happening. I want to say it's like a cycle, but it just keeps happening that way where you have to like defend yourself or feel like you need to put up a wall, and it's not working in a collaborative type of building a relationship type of way. Whew, okay. Two of Coins in reverse, Two of Swords in reverse, and Four of Swords. Yeah, you need to take a break. This is, and I hate telling people that, but it definitely it seems like you need to take a break to get your mind together and figure things out. Um, it's like you can't get a balance on it. You can't get a balance on your love life. You can't get a balance on a relationship while you're in it or while you're trying to like do it, to be in the process. And I feel like it's a hard decision. Like maybe this person doesn't want to disconnect from you, but I feel like they need to see it in a way where you're trying to create balance for a better connection. But I feel like it's hard for them to understand it. Yeah, you need to discuss with them why you're doing it and hope that they understand, because it's about the long-term view for you and for the relationship. Okay. Yeah, you need time to get your mind together is what I'm seeing. It's like you can't fight the battle and work on it. I feel like you've tried to do that and it's just not working very well. It's like there needs to be a break or some time away or a pause of some sort for you. Oof. Um you're going to be going back and forth with a person this this month, because it's like they understand, but they are sort of holding a grudge about the situation as well. Because it's like, why does this person have to leave me? Why do they need a break? Do they not like me? It's like they're taking it more to heart instead of looking at the bigger picture. And it's just creating really more of an imbalance and more of an issue. So I feel like you're hesitant on taking that break, but I will tell you that you do need to take it. Like, it'll be good for the relationship either way. It'll be good for you. But I see some hesitancy with it because this person is like emotionally manipulating you, because they don't want to lose you. And manipulation is not a bad word. It's just that they don't understand being away from you to fix things. They don't understand that. Okay. All right. What you don't see, Cancer. What you don't see is being in this relationship or being in this situation right now, you're fueling the weak points of this relationship. You don't have time. You don't have time to clear your head. That's the problem. And you're starting to feel like alone, like a lion trapped in a corner and you got to fight for your way out. That's what you're starting to feel like. And you don't want to you don't want to make this the comfort level of this relationship. Okay. Good things. Well, you're now listening or reflecting on the unseen, which is your feelings and your emotions about things. And I feel like this is like new territory for you. You're not sure like if it's a good idea, but you kind of know in your soul that it's a good idea because you're seeing how materialistic it is to stick with something if it's not for the best. It's like it's better for me to leave and get myself together and come back than to stay in this out of greediness or possessiveness or out of routine. Um, yeah, it's just an acknowledgement of what needs to be done for a turnaround to happen. Whew. Cancer, your reading is heavy. Okay, so let's get into your spiritual energy. All right, Cancer, your spiritual message. Bittersweet. How perfect is that for you right now? My God. Forgiveness and victim. Yeah. This is about you taking control of your life, Cancer. Okay? Like it's time. We can play a victim role for so long, but then eventually we got to make changes because we want a better life. It's just a coping mechanism to help us like stay stable, but you don't want to stay in this energy. So bittersweet is like you have to express yourself, you have to open up, you have to be vulnerable to new processes because you need to be able to release that and you need to be able to live the life that you want to live. And it's not always easy. And that's the bittersweet part. Forgiveness is like you this month you have to think on a higher level because you have people like making you feel bad or saying things you don't want to hear, and that's not fun. So it's like forgive them because they're just coming from a place of what they know, and forgive yourself because you're only coming from a place of what you know. But this is about releasing yourself from like inner bondage for sure. Okay. So I love you, Cancer, and I will see you next month. Okay. Bye bye.